Welcome to my show. My name is Marcel Johnson, and this is a film experience.
Hey, yo.
That was nice.
Don't ever be killing it like that right
You're
before the
supposed
show,
to.
man.
Like,
Let's go.
Come on now.
Oh, man. Listen, y'all. First of all, I'm super excited today, as always, but I got somebody on the show, a singer, an international vocalist, a part of a band, Nashville, and, man, just like an activist, entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, soul survivor, just like everything under the book, you feel me? So a lot of y'all, if you're from Pittsburgh, that's where we shoot at, you already probably know Jacquea Mae. We was just dancing, y'all. I'm out of breath because I'm sitting here. We was just killing it for the intro
Have
video.
a great time, man. Life is too short. Come on now.
Listen, we had so much fun doing it, but I'm really excited, man, for y'all to see her story, for us to be able to capture her life, and just be able to drop these gems in your spirit. So first of all, thank you for returning. I ask that you would like, comment, subscribe, and then share this video with your peoples because this is a movement. You feel me? And you're a part of it. But, sister, we got to get into these questions, man, because, you know, I spent some time thinking about this because there's so much stuff to pull from her.
It really is.
So I had to be like, which direction do we go in? Because
Okay.
it's just like so many things that you experienced, so many things you overcame, and so much stuff for you to teach and talk about. So, first of all, how do you feel today?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel really good.
That's what's up. You always just vibrating on that high level. You always just got that positive energy and just that genuine love. So I just respect that about you. Hands down, whatever room you walk into, all eyes turn on my sister, and then you give off that love. That it's like what I'm expecting from you, I get. You know what I'm saying? You're not like a disappointment. It's like you're like a blessing. You feel me?
Aww.
But yeah, so I want to say, like, how did you become an international vocalist?
Oh, wow. Well, I was actually just talking to one of the brothers that I've been blessed to be able to learn and be able to watch grow, Brother Yusef
Okay.
Shelton.
Yeah, that's
you know,
dope.
I was raised in a church.
Okay.
From as early as I can remember, we were
Yeah.
singing in a church, and it was just something that felt like air. It was just like I can't go
just
without
natural.
a day without doing it. And then my mom passed, and I tried to find different ways to express myself creatively. So through poetry, through photography, through singing again, and going to the Shadow Lounge. Rest in peace to the Shadow Lounge, to all the individuals who helped make it possible for me to express myself, going through countless open mics throughout the city of Pittsburgh. Just expressing myself, getting open, and really finding my own way. But I think when it came to me becoming an international vocalist, okay, back in 2019, I was at South by Southwest, which is a big conference in Texas.
Okay.
And I was there celebrating a program I started with the Carnegie Library about creating ways for local artists to get their music all around the country through libraries. And I met Dr. Kimberly Ellis, who is, really great, giant here in Pittsburgh. And she's the niece of August Wilson. Yeah, she was just like, well, listen, I have this opportunity for people to perform in Switzerland and Ghana, and I want you to do it. And I'm like, okay, all right.
That's so, man.
And then ever since then, I went there, I performed, and I went to Ghana, and ever since then, it hasn't been the same. I've gone to Ghana 3 times. Every single time I've gone to Ghana, I've performed.
Wow.
If it wasn't for the pandemic, I would have went back to Switzerland and performed again. And that's what we're gearing up to do this summer, actually, coming for 2023.
Listen, Sorry to cut you off. I'm so proud of you. I'm be excited. Like, the fact that you're traveling, you know what I'm saying, and you're operating in your gift. I love that Bible verse, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you said you was in church singing and stuff like that. That's a blessing, too. A lot of singers start off in church. I think it's just almost like a practice ground, you know what I'm saying, a free space for you to vocalize your voice and utilize it. But your gift, there's a Bible verse that says your gift will make room for you. And basically, your gift has made so much room for you to the point that now you're making room for other people to stand on the platform that you're creating. And that is so much greatness, leadership, legacy. I mean, you're just doing so much stuff for our city personally. And then just for, you know what I'm saying, your own thing. But I want to ask you, when did you discover that you had this gift? Like, when did you know this was my gift?
I had to be like, I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah,
That late?
I was in high school. Yeah, it was late. It was just like, you know, high school, I was going through it. And I was just like, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. And then it's like, no matter what, I would sing. Like, I would learn all the words to the song, of any song I would be listening to, so I can walk and sing. Because at times I would be working at night, and I would be coming home from work, and I would be singing on my way home. And it was just a way that it made me feel that it was just like, okay, this has to be it. I can't do anything else. I mean, I could do other things, but my main center has to be music. So, yeah.
So did anybody teach you to sing? Like, did you have somebody who taught you when you were younger?
In church, definitely.
In church, okay.
Definitely in church. Because, I mean, in church you learn how to harmonize. You learn your own pitch. You learn your own, like, how far you can go. And you learn to use that stomach. Like, use it into, like, to literally just let it rip. Wow. And that's how I learned how to sing. I mean, yeah, I've been blessed to be able to do so.
Yeah, that's so fire. See, that's why I be saying, like, church isn't a bad place. I know that there's a lot of things about church that just turns people off, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? But church really still, even with all of its complexities, has so many beneficial values that, you know what I'm saying, end up helping you in a long-term, your lifespan. You feel me?
Right,
but, so, who was your musical influences growing up?
Woo! Okay. Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Oh, man. Michael Jackson, Jill Scott. Oh, my gosh. Luther Vandross, Anita Baker, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, James Brown. Oh, my goodness. Mahalia Jackson, Al Green. Sam Cooke and the Soul Stirrers. That's before he went playing secular music. He was just singing in the gospel. And that was amazing. There's so many. there's so many.
It shows up though in your performances, in your vocals, all those musical inspiration shows up in your voice. Which one was one of your favorite songs?
Oh gosh, there's so many. Right.
I want you to sing one today. I want you to sing one of your favorite songs. Bless us with something.
Okay. This song is from it's called "He'll Welcome Me."
Okay.
By Sam Cooke and the Soul Stirrers.
Okay.
This is a very special song because, like, he had this group of brothers that he would sing with, and they just, you know. So I'm gonna try my best to do a little bit of it. Okay, so.
She got this.
Okay. Oh, I'm determined to see Jesus, and I know that he will welcome me. He has promised to prepare a mansion that I'll dwell through all eternity. Oh, I'll be singing as I go, and sometimes having pain and moan, but I know he'll be there in that city, so he'll welcome me, to my home over there. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Said he'll take away your sorrow. He will bring. When you're in trouble, he's there on the double. Yes, he praise his name. Oh, every day, Lord, I'll be the same. I know my Lord, he'll welcome me down by and by.
And like, yo, you cannot just come out of that with something like, yeah, you feel me? Like, how you come out of that just like you turn. Hold up. Listen, y'all, this is what I'm saying. Like, the musical inspirations, the musical influences show up in your vocal, in your performance, in your presence. You have such a great stage presence. You have such a great performing voice. It's so soulful, and it's a blessing. You know it's sent from above. You know it's not something that you could practice or just conjure up. This is something that was just gifted to you. Mm-hmm. And you steward that gift so gracefully.
Thank you.
Man, that was awesome, y'all. I know a lot of y'all gonna rewind that and rewatch that. You know what I'm saying? This is why you gotta go follow her. Mm-hmm. This is why you gotta go see her in concert. You know what I'm saying? Anything attached to her is going to be excellence. Black excellence. You feel me? Mm. Okay. So I want to get into siblings. Like, do you got brothers, sisters, siblings? Okay, tell us a little bit about. Okay.
I have 2 sisters. I'm the youngest of 3. Sonora and Samika. Samika's the oldest. She has 2 children. DeAndre, he passed away, I think, 2 years ago. And my niece, Jamera. Then I have a niece named Nyree. That's the daughter of Sonora. Yeah, I'm my auntie. Yeah, 2.
Dang. So how do you deal with the fact that your brother passed away? How do you deal with grief?
My nephew passed on.
Oh, that was your nephew?
Yes, my nephew. Sorry. My nephew passed away about 2 years ago. And then my mom passed away when I was like 7. So.
I was going to say, that kind of preps you and prepares you.
Yeah, you know.
Like, once you lose a parent, you kind of just process death differently, and nothing else affects you that deeply. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't. But how did you process it?
Hard. Like, it was difficult. I think grief never really goes away. You just find different ways to deal with it.
Wow.
And then when it comes to grief, especially the passing of my mom, I just think about, like, she's in every light I see. She's in every hug that embraces me. She's in every smile that smiles at me, every opportunity that opens itself to me, every single abundance, every single, like, love that's been given to me. And she's in every song that I've been blessed to be able to sing or listen to. And when I'm performing, I think of, like, this space in the front where it's just like she would just be probably throwing stuff at me and just being like her hand being up like this over and over again. Yeah, so it's just reminding me of that. And thinking about all the individuals that I've been blessed to be able to have around me because of her. So Dr. Kim L., Dr. Kimberly Ellis, Blue, for JB from YMCA Lighthouse, for all the elders and my tribe that keeps me going. So it may feel like I'm alone, but I'm not.
But you're not. You're not. And I feel like that at home, too, for whoever's watching this. I feel like a lot of times you feel like you're alone, but you have to embrace your community. You have to stop, you know what I mean, being isolated and embrace the people that God blessed you with so that you can feel that feeling of support and love. You know what I mean? So I love that. That's how you process grief, by really focusing on the people who's still here that can bless you and be a support system. I love it. Okay, so I want to ask you this. So we all know that Jaquea Mae is very confident. She exudes confidence and just, like, you know what I mean, grace. But we all still deal with insecurities.
Right.
So when it comes to insecurities from your past and even your present, how are you navigating that, and how are you working through those insecurities? Yeah.
You have to be willing to acknowledge the fact that you have to change. You're not perfect. None of us are. We're not supposed to be perfect.
I know, right?
But every single day that you have an opportunity to find the light and the joy within it. Oftentimes, the insecurity that we have is projected on us, and it's based on some things that just don't make sense. Like, no one is meant to be perfect.
Right.
As a fat Black woman, you know, identifying and showing up in these spaces, you know, all these different things are trying to tell me what I should be, but it's based on their definition or what they believe I should be. But now, like, who am I to fulfill theirs? I need to just show up as me. And whatever that feels like for me. You know, I think it's a everyday process of just, like, the little things. So it's just like, okay, well, fat Black people can't be healthy.
Yeah.
Eat better.
Yeah, come on.
Take some walks, get some exercise in. You know what I'm saying? You could be fat and be comfortable and be healthy.
For sure.
You know, if you have insecurities, take the time to understand a lot of things that we are given, we have been blessed with, that you don't have to make excuses for. I don't feel like I should be insecure about my voice. I don't feel like I should be insecure about my persona. It's okay to have those moments, but know that you got to be happy with you.
Yeah.
All of it, stripped all the way down.
Yeah.
You got to be cool with you. And if
on.
you're cool with you, everything else don't matter. Like what?
I love that. So listen, and anybody at home, you got to realize that becoming cool with you means you got to spend time by yourself. You got to do that deep reflective work and say, you know what, let me look at everything that makes me feel insecure. Let me become comfortable with it or change it.
Yep.
Because like you said, sometimes your insecurities is a message from God telling you to change something about it because you need to come up higher.
Yep.
There's a higher level for you and you're not comfortable there anymore. But, you know, just becoming so comfortable with yourself to the point that you exude that. Regardless of what you're projecting on me, I'm going to project on you my comfortability, and then you're going to have to bow down and appreciate it and respect that.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's right.
And I love that so much because people don't think like that. They need open thinkers. You have to become a thinker for yourself and not listen to what everybody else tells you.
Self-love over everything.
Self-love over everything. So when it comes to people being jealous of you, hating on you, competitiveness, you know what I'm saying, sabotaging. So I don't believe we necessarily attract that energy because we don't really project it.
Right.
However, even if it shows up, how do you process and deal with that?
Remind yourself that you're in your own lane.
Yeah.
There's no need for comparison.
Come on.
Like, I used to compare myself to...
Yeah, we all did.
Right,
Like,
I used to compare myself
Yep.
to so many different individuals.
Yes.
And it's just like, Jaquea, they didn't have your gifts. They didn't have your journey. Of course it's going to look different.
Right.
They're not you. Their name ain't Jaquea. Yours is. Walk in that. Wow. It's okay. Everyone's not going to figure it out. But own it. Own that energy. Like, work through it. Like, grow through it. Wow. And if you do, things just might change. And they have. Like, that's how I became an entrepreneur. Yeah. Like, I'm using the energy that was given. If I showed up with all the comparisons, I would have been able to do more than half the things I've been able to do now. Yeah. And then some now. Yep. So it's just like, I'm going to be different. I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to be different and I'm going to do that. If I was so caught into trying to compare myself, I wouldn't have been able to create it.
Do you feel like being an entrepreneur, so shout out entrepreneurs because it's a different type of beast.
It really
Especially whenever you really operating in it and it's not just like a part. When you full-time entrepreneur, that thing, man, I'm telling you, it's more work than a 9 to 5.
That's
However,
true.
I respect 9 to 5s, I respect for all of that. But entrepreneur life is different. So it's just like, you know, I heard you say that not comparing yourself and all of that inspired you to do the entrepreneur. What else inspired that? Like, where did those thoughts first develop?
Wanting to see individuals that I'm a fan of, you know, rock for other individuals. Like, you know, because that matters. It just matters. Like, I'm as much as I love making music, I love being a fan. I love being on the wall. Like,
me too.
Yeah,
like,
let's go. Come on, hey. Like, I love that. And I want to be able to show that to the people.
Right.
So it's just like, I need to create opportunities for more artists to express themselves in environments that they're not usually doing so. So it's like, I need to do this more often. I need to create spaces. You know, how can I do that? So it's like, all right, I'm a great networker. Right. I'm a great person who can like be a chameleon. I can move and do things. And then I could pitch an idea and then I got to see it to fruition, and then I got to create the staff of individuals around me that will work with me and do the things that I can't do, and have mentors to do so as well, because they're going to help me see far and not see the near as well. So
there's levels to this. Like when you're an entrepreneur, like you just spoke my life. Like all the different, you know what I'm saying, delegating the duties and thinking about stuff. You have to be the overseer of everything. And then you have to compartmentalize your personal life, your spiritual life, you know what I'm saying, professional. And it becomes overwhelming, but when you're doing it from a genuine place, it's easy. Yep. It's like breathing. It's like you can't live without it. And the fact that you are creating spaces for other people to use their gift as an entrepreneur, that's a beautiful like segue into when you're ready to get off the stage, you still are able to show up and sing and enjoy music without having to listen. That's genius. I love that. This is why you're here, because people need to know about this. Like this greatness, people need. How can people get affiliated with your business? If somebody sings, they want to be a part of something. How would they find you?
Sure, just look up Fearless Mae Productions, Fearless MAE Productions, or Jaquea Mae, JACQUEAMAE. You know, I'm around.
I'm around. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put the links and everything like that so you can find her. But, you know what I mean? I like for people to say that. But I wanted to ask you about Nashville.
Oh.
Because Nashville is just a huge thing. And I got the opportunity to come to a few of the events and y'all kill it. So Byron, and then who else is in the group?
Yeah, so myself, Byron Nash on guitar and vocals.
Yeah.
Jimmy Jules the Rockstar on vocals and on drums.
Yeah.
And Swag Buster Brown on bass.
We've only been
there. Right. We haven't even been together for a year.
Wow.
It's oh my gosh, it's soul, it's funk, it's hip hop, it's rock, it's gospel, it's this, it's that, it's wherever we want to go. We have not stopped going. I've only had maybe like 6 or 7 weekends off this whole year because that's how hard we go. And that's because I make myself like, all right, I got to step away for 2 seconds because if not, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah, you got to protect your voice too because you be blowing. Like, you sometimes, she won't even use a mic sometimes, y'all. Like, she'll just stand on stage and her voice is so loud that you don't even need a mic. But I mean, I know you got to take care of your voice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You need those breaks. So I want to play a game with you. You ready?
Yes.
So this game is called Word Recognition.
Okay.
And it's the singing edition.
Okay.
So I'm going to say a word and you sing a song that comes to mind. Either it's in the song or it just makes you think about it.
Okay.
You ready?
All right.
So the first word is woman.
Oh. I know there's so many songs. Okay. Woman is a wonder by Frankie Beverly and Mays. It's a song that talks about and celebrates and praises women.
Woman is a wonder.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful song.
By who is it by?
Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Frankie Beverly
and Mays.
And Mays. Would you see how her inspiration?
Classic hip hop, a classic soul group.
And she is young, but you could just tell she has an old soul. Like she's young, but all of her inspirations are just older and people who have that genuine music. It shows up. All right, so the next word is love.
Love.
Hey.
So many things I've got to tell you. But I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility you look at me different, love. Music Soul Child love.
You had me start lipping and singing and pretending. Come on.
I spoke your
name.
Falling on, I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change, 'cause love. Okay, see?
Hey, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Don't get me started. See, y'all, listen.
I love that song.
Okay, so the last song, the last word is music.
Oh goodness. There's so many.
So many.
Oh wow. Okay. For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand, and my heart will be in it for all we know.
Listen, y'all just don't know. I'm sitting next to this. You feel me? Y'all just catching it. So if y'all could feel it through here, imagine what I'm feeling. You feel me? It's real. Listen.
Okay. For all we know by Donny Hathaway.
Wow, that's fire.
Thank you.
Dang. Okay, so I don't even know what to say. Like after that, I feel like mic drop. You feel me? But okay, so about being an activist, where did that passion come from?
My mother, Lenore Johnson O'Day. She was an activist. Oh my gosh, she would go so hard for in education in Wilkinsburg, for children, for families, and watching her like sick, like she had breast cancer, and she would still be marching, working, organizing, creating, and when you see injustice, you have to say something, you have to speak up, but it's less about being an activist, it's more about creating the actual. Like, what do you need to see? What do you need to see to help fulfill that?
Right.
Like, so I don't want to just be an activist. I want to be a community worker. I want to create what I don't see. Yeah. And when I'm able to create that, we're less talking about a problem. We're talking about now, we're creating the solution. So the problem becomes eradicated. Yes. So I will be an activist and community worker for the rest of my life. I want to create.
That's right.
Where the problems are, so the problems become no more.
Wow. So I agree with you so much because so many people focus on a problem and they bash it and talk about it where we're solution focused. That's where this show is even birthed out of. Like when there's a lack of something, if there's something wrong, you have to become the solution. Mm-hmm. Even I have an organization or Global Transformation. And the whole thing was developed out of becoming a solution to a problem. Mm-hmm. And like you said, I think it's beautiful that you want to do that for the rest of your life because it is a lifetime journey. It is. It's a lifetime duty. You can't just bounce in and out of you got to be, you know what I'm saying, passionate about this from the heart. Okay, so I want to go back a little bit and ask you about touring because you guys are not in Pittsburgh. Like Nashville travels, they go places. I know you go places as an individual artist, but what has touring taught you? Because it's tough. Everybody want to be an artist and tour, but it's tough.
It is
Listen,
tough.
Even me speaking touring is tough. Yeah. It's tough.
Okay. I think when it comes to touring, when it comes to being in those different spaces, one of the main things is make sure that you bring your inspiration with you. So make your playlists, do whatever. Create those rituals that you can take with you. So I meditate everywhere, every day.
Come on.
I make sure that I'm able to pray every day.
Come on.
I'm able to remind myself that the ancestors are with me.
Yes.
And that my parents are always with me.
Yes.
And that I'm able to find that. Find the light in the room. So even if the people that you know aren't there, find the light. Find the reason why you're doing it. It has to transcend money, has to transcend all the problems and issues of the world, has to transcend your own life. Connect with that and make sure that you understand that that's the reason why you're doing it. I'm doing it because I absolutely positively love my job. I love what I do. So it's just like every time I get up, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna rip it. Yes. I'm just gonna, and I gotta just become a better version of myself every time I get up there. And rest. Dang it. Get your rest on.
Man. I be having a problem with that sometimes. I be working. It be so tough.
I know, because then you feel guilty.
Come on.
It's just like, but you do not have to feel guilty for this. That's it. That's all. Like, you don't feel guilty. Rest. You should not feel guilty. Wow. But it's because we've been socialized and taught that, 24/7, 365, all the time.
True. This is so
true. All the time going. But how does that serve you? And burnout is real. Because if you don't sit down, your body's going to tell you itself to. So it's like, know that in the midst of all the going, if you don't have an off season, you're going to pass away. Like it's real. You're only one person. Take your time. And it's okay to activate that team. Yeah. Call that tribe. Like, hey, listen, I need for you to do this for me.
Yeah.
And start figuring out what things that you need each month. Like each month I need a massage.
Yo.
I need a yoni steam.
Yes.
I need to be able to go dance.
Yes.
You know, like those certain things. Like I need to find DJ Big Phil or Black Steel or Selecta wherever they're spinning.
Yep.
Be like, I don't need no alcohol. Just
Yep.
give me some water
Yep.
and some lemon, and I'ma just dance all night. That's all that matters. And you have to find those different things that will keep you going.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And have no shame about it because you need it.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Listen, I'm taking that with me. Like, build systems, build stuff that literally serves you, that makes you happy, that'll keep you fueled and energized to keep going. And a lot of times, us as influencers and leaders, we put ourselves last.
I know.
And there's an aspect of that that's beautiful, but there's an aspect of that that's detrimental.
That's very
That,
much so.
you know what I'm saying? So I feel like finding that balance is so important. And putting those things into place will help you. And it's going to help me. So I always like to close this show out with words of wisdom.
Here we go.
Come on.
Okay, words of wisdom. Where you are now is not where you're going to be forever. It is okay to not be okay. You have to find the joy in every single tear. And don't be afraid to ask questions and figure out your own answers because it matters. And have fun. Do what you love. Life is too short. Like, find what it is you love. Understand that you can do more than one thing and be successful. Know that you're worthy of success. Failure does not have to be your forever.
Yo, you just gave us like 10 words. Like, y'all might have to rewind that and get a pen and paper and write those down. Those are beautiful. And the fact that they just come, you're successful. You know what I'm saying? You said find what you love. I love you.
I love you too, brother.
You said have fun. You are fun.
I definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? So she's actually exuding the things that she's telling y'all to do. This is so important, man. So y'all know what my words of wisdom is. I say it every show. You know what I'm saying? It's time, find freedom. It's time.
Find God.
Let's go. That's so important. Like, that right there is the most important part. Because once you find that, everything flows from that. So I want y'all to stick around because Jaquea Mae is going to bless us with something after this.
Yes.
And I just, man, thank you so much for coming. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I can't wait to see what's next for you.
Yes.
I know life is unfolding. I know that so many things and promises from heaven is just manifesting out of your spirit because you're making room for it. So we're sitting here, we're in the audience, we're fans, and we're watching. So continue to run that race.
Thank you.
Continue to take that rest.
Yes.
And continue to have fun.
Yes.
Yes. I thank y'all so much for watching that. And listen, we'll sit here all day.
Right.
But listen, like, comment, subscribe, and go follow my sister, man, because she is doing big things. And Nashville, it's a movement.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? So become a part of it. So we love y'all. Stick around. Peace.
Peace, my name is Jacquea Mae, and this is a song, of course, dedicated to the spirit and the light and the soul of Miss Aretha Franklin. And this is Rocksteady. Rocksteady, baby, it's what I feel now. Let's call this song exactly what it is. Feel your hips are moving from a feeling from side to side. Just step down in your car and take a ride while you're moving. Rock steady, baby. Let's go this song exactly what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. It's a funky no down feeling with my hands from left to right. What it is that I might be doing this funky dance all night. Well, with my hands up in the air, got a feeling I ain't got a care. See my ride, I'll take this ride. Rock steady will only rock steady, baby. Hey, rock steady, baby. Hey, oh.
A freedom experience.